God damn this freaking road. Freaking hate this shit, man. You know what's the craziest part that no one talks about right here? It is pulling my tire and I hate this. Makes it feel like you're gonna go sliding out, but you're not. Or maybe you are, I don't know. But I hate this freaking gravel. God, it's annoying. But what's going on, y'all? We back. Trying not to die. Do you see how it pulls? It's freaking crazy. Like that one right there. That freaking, oh, I feel like I'm like crab rock walking the bike. It feels so weird. But anyway, I'm annoyed. I hope y'all are having a better day than this crap. I didn't realize they were redoing this whole road. God almighty. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about this bike today. So, when I purchased this bike, actually I wasn't even in the market. Like, I was looking around and I knew I wanted a Road King, but I didn't know what kind, what year, color, anything like that. I didn't want to be a traditional, you know, black on black on black, even though I do love that look, and I will never talk bad about that, because that's kind of what I like. I think a lot of people like that though, but I wanted something a little bit different. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, what is really different? I'm like, oh, you know, let's go with an older style bike. So then I started looking online and everything, and I'm taking my time, thinking about what year I should get. And I never thought it would be this easy. You know, you go on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist back when we had that, you're trying to find a bike, you're getting scams, you're getting bullshit all the time, and you don't know what is legit on their posting. You're traveling. I mean, the amount of times I used to travel to go and buy bikes, trucks, cars, anything, it's just a burden, honestly. So I wasn't like seriously looking, but I was looking enough to where I knew what I wanted ish, and I knew that these older Road Kings have always been good. So I'm going online, I'm looking around, nothing. You know, this bike is listed for like, you know, let's say $5K to $7,500 to $10K, depending on the year, make, mileage, all that stuff. Ooh, that was actually really close. Those stupid above ground grates, God, I hate those. I'm gonna move over here. So I was looking everywhere, seeing what I could potentially buy. And then I took my other bike, one that we will get into eventually, because that bike is probably going to my girlfriend, and she's gonna learn how to ride. But that's for future videos. But I did buy my other bike on Facebook Marketplace. No, at that time it was Craigslist. I bought it on Craigslist way back when. It was dirt cheap. So anyway, I kept looking all these bikes up, and you know, for 70,000 miles on them, or 80,000, even 50,000 miles, they were still going for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10K even, if they were all decked out and had, you know, this style look with the high handlebars, which, I mean, is reasonable low-key. It's not the worst thing in the world, but me personally, I try and get, you know, the cheapest prices I can, because again, to me, this is a toy, but it's a big toy, and we love our toys. So to me, this bike was the absolute steal of a lifetime. I can't even say steal, because it was a fair offer. My mechanic, who I brought my other bike to, always told me that he had a Road King, is somewhere tucked away in his back garage area, and he's like, yeah, I'm not really doing much with it, I'd sell it to you. And I was like, okay. Go into the shed, and next time I bring my other bike in, take a look at it at the beginning. Oh, it's pretty decent, you know. Colors like this. In the garage, this color looked, I think it looked like a lighter blue, which is odd because it was in a dark garage. So I was like, oh, it's probably looking, you know, it's gonna be darker than how it actually looks in the garage. No. And it was dark in that garage too, which is the crazy part, but no. I get it out into the sunlight. No, it's like a dark, nice blue. So pretty. And I was like, oh, okay, this is nice. Jeez Louise. Do y'all see this little, like, twitching? God, I hate this. I'm trying to find a groove just to ride in. It's like I can't find one. So yeah, he has it there. And he's like, yeah, I've been trying to sell it, but I haven't really been hard. You know, when you post it everywhere, doing everything you can to let it go. Yeah, he didn't say he was doing something like that. He just said he was, he put it out front, see if anybody caught his attention. And he said everybody, it was catching everybody's attention out front that last season he had it out, but just nobody wanted to pull the trigger on it. And so me looking at it, I'm like, all right, well, all I've seen online is 10K bikes with 50K, 70K, 90K, whatever it is, for older Road Kings. Now, this one only had 28,000 original miles, and I was like, oh yes, okay, that's a good Road King, you know, lower miles. Sometimes that's not a good thing, you know, you sometimes want someone to ride it hard, not even hard, but just ride it, because this means it has been sitting. It's okay, there we go. Yeah, that was awful. It might have been sitting for a while, and that can be good, it cannot be good. It's always up in the air. So I was talking to him out front. I'm like, so what do you want for this? He's like, well, I don't know. I'll take like 5K for it. I was like, oh, 5K, okay. And then I was like, would you do like 4,500? Because you know I'm gonna bring, you know, the bike back for oil changes, all that stuff. You know, anything that goes wrong with the bike, I'm gonna bring it back to you, and I'll give you more work. And you know, I got my other bike that's gonna need work too. So we talked about it, and he was like, all right, we'll do 45. I was like, beautiful. 4,500. Oh my God, we almost just died. Idiot.
But did you die?
4,500 for this bike. 4,500.
Shut up and take my money.
You cannot beat that deal. Now, that to me was the best deal of my life, and I had to, right there on the spot, had to take it. Didn't even think twice. And now it's mine. So that was the story of how I got this one. You know, I did the handlebars, like, I don't even think it left the mechanics. I just honestly didn't have the time to do anything with the handlebars or mess with it due to work. So I wanted it ready to go to ride this season for, you know, higher bars. I wanted it comfortable. Like, this is comfortable to me. The way I had it before and the way it came original with the lower cruiser bars, that just was not comfortable for me. So he threw them on, you know, all that. I think it's maybe like 2K for that. And I don't have to get scammed on Facebook. Oh, and the best thing my mechanic did for me was the chain tension. That piece is like plastic, you know, you see it everywhere. You probably heard every single YouTuber online say, those go bad on these older bikes. They're the worst thing ever. We took mine apart and, you know, looked at it. It actually wasn't that bad, but with, you know, they say it tops out and you should always replace them around 20,000. And so I was just like, just do it. And he said, all right, I'll do it for free. I'll throw it on top of the bike. It's all good. So yeah, I got that for free, and then that was a scare. Like, I thought it was going to be expensive. He just said, I'll do it. Just to take a look and see, because he was selling me the bike. So he's like, I'd rather give you a bike that's good and running, and you're not going to have to worry about it. I was like, well, I appreciate that. That's the best part of doing those private deals where you're like, where you know the person. And you don't have to deal with questionable Facebook or sketchy Facebook deals where you never know what you're actually buying. Is the engine blown? Is anything? Yeah, it's not worth it at that point. But this was definitely the best purchase I think I've made probably my whole life. And I think that was really just due to the part that my mechanic had it and he knew what was going on with it. Again, he said that the guy who owned it before me, he passed away sadly, and his wife just said there's no reason for her to keep it. Gave it to my mechanic. He just got it over to me. And everything was perfect. We're testing this thing out on the highway. I mean, we're going 70 again. We're just cruising. This is a good feeling. I feel like it's gripping. There ain't no problem. I feel like I could go faster and it'd still be feeling fine. And again, you don't really hear the exhaust sound that much. For me personally, when I'm in my helmet. Because I also have my directions on today. I really didn't know if y'all were going to be able to hear, if I was going to be able to listen to music through my little, you know, headphone jack thing. So I was like, oh, okay, let me see if I can hear it. I played it a little bit at my house, and yeah, you guys, all you could hear is just the music. So I was like, well, that's not gonna work. Ooh, I hate this shit. Oh, God, I feel like I'm hitting every nasty area.
But wait, there's more.
So yeah, you guys were able to hear it, so I had to kill that. I figured I'd talk for a little while, give y'all a nice ride on the highway. Hopefully you can hear me, because yeah, I'm going like 80, and we're just cruising. It feels good though, out on the highway. I had a feeling I was gonna need my sweatshirt today. It said it was like 76, but you know, when you're riding, it's like 20 degrees colder than that. You get hit by the wind. Honestly, yeah, it's like, oh, that wind is strong today. I honestly think I went the wrong way. I don't know. Who cares? It all goes to the same place. Ooh. We love that sound. God, that wind is like pulling me. Alright, I have to get the microphone out of my face. Yeah, this thing took me the wrong way. It is what it is. Honestly, I feel more confident on this bike on the highway than any other bike that I've ridden. I mean, you go with like the Sportsters, you feel like you're topping out at like 75, 80, and you feel like there's nothing more to go. This one, I feel like even at 70, 65, like there's still a lot more to go. And that was the thing I was really missing with all the Sportsters. I just wanted a little bit more get up and go. I needed that power that I was lacking. But like me, I started on a Sportster. Sportsters were very nimble. I liked the way they felt. I wasn't really in it for the speed. I was in it for more of the ride. I wasn't worried about going on the highway that much because I was just cruising around my neighborhood. I wasn't doing anything crazy. Now I'm taking longer trips, and I'm probably going to take a lot longer trips. And now I wanted something that could withstand a long trip where I'm not going to get tired on it. I'm not going to feel cramped up. And that's the thing with this one. You can fully stretch out and you feel comfortable. You can hit bumps. like this, and you don't feel them that bad. Perfect little highway cruiser. If you're going on long distance cruises, this is, I don't know which way I'm going anymore. Whatever. We'll figure our way out up there eventually. Oof! That one you feel, because it's a little bit bigger.
That's what she said.
Everything about this bike is a dream. If you're looking for an older Harley that's under 10,000, get this one. You will not be sorry. And you can do so much to these. Like even this one, I didn't really know what direction I wanted to go in it at the start, but I knew I wanted to make it a little bit more modernized. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but I did not like the original leather saddlebags. To me, they were cool back in the day, but when I'm going on the highway like this and I want to go for trips, I need something that's gonna lock, and I also wanted more space. And yes, these bags that I have are narrower, but they are deeper because I got the 5-inch extension ones, which were so nice. Like right now, I have my backpack in there. I got an extra helmet, like one of the, just a flat helmet, extra gloves, keys, everything is in that thing, and it still fits. And I was wondering that, because when I go for long trips, I don't really want to have a backpack on. It's uncomfortable. You feel weird when you're riding with a backpack. I just don't like it. So I really wanted that freedom of being able to put that somewhere, but also have it locked. So if I run into a store or go anywhere real quick, I'm not gonna feel like my bags are just exposed. Someone could just walk up, unclip them, and just take whatever's inside while I'm in there for a minute. Alright, this guy's actually kind of pissed me off. Let's see if we can just go here. I know I touched on this before in my first video, which you should go back and watch, because I didn't do a highway review of them, but I did talk about them. The mirrors on the highway, now that's a necessity.
Safety first when on the road.
I do love that. I can see how far behind this guy is behind me. I can see he's creeping up, so I gotta go, and these guys are trying to merge. My little muff thing keeps going right in my mouth. But again, 80s, 70s to 80s is like where I wanna cruise at. I don't need to go any 90s, 100. I mean, maybe I might do like a little pull here and there for y'all, but I don't need to be going that fast on this bike. If I wanted to go 100, 90, 100, I would have kept my sports bike, or I would just buy a sports bike. I'm over that stage of my life now. This is where I want to be, that 70s, 80s. I guess you could call me old. Or maybe just experienced, honestly. I think experience is better than old. Where I've had that fun, and now I'm just looking to enjoy my life rather than risk it. But I still have that youth feeling here and there. that y'all will probably see. Ooh. God. That's the main reason I really don't like the highways here. Highways are just crap. There's bumps, there's indents. They come out of nowhere too. Oh my gosh. No.
No!
Are you kidding me? Don't tell me this whole road is paved. No.
God,
Oh
please,
my
no.
God, this whole road is not even paved.
No!
Okay, now we're really gonna have some fun. Let's hope this bike grips. This is gonna be my first time on this going this fast and trying to grip on this little, like, whatever the hell you call this. And it's doing pretty good, actually. I thought it was gonna be way worse. Oh, there we go. Okay. Never mind, we're back on it. Ooh, that makes you feel like you're gonna get the death wobble.